Alrighty, so obviously I'm late because I had to work today, but there is a new banner obviously on the screen. You can see new Camilla, and very weirdly, I mean it is of course a transforming Camilla because we don't have a new like awakened Camilla or anything, because I guess she technically already like awakens, which is weird because it took them so long to get a blue Camilla out, and then all of a sudden like here's another one. And I got a comment the other day saying that we were getting another Camilla. I don't know if it got leaked or something prior to this. I assume so, but we are also getting LR Blue King, which is strange because this is the first time that they're putting a coin shop unit as an LR. So you could technically max this guy out 6/6 anytime you wanted to, like as long as you had the coins for it, of course. So, I mean, obviously he's super, super old, so I don't really expect you guys, I mean, unless you're just like brand new to the game or something like that. I would imagine you probably already have this guy maxed out if you've been playing the game for a while. But he's a super cool character. I've always really liked this king. Kind of strange that they're doing this one. I would have expected them to do either the red or the green one. The red one could have been pretty interesting because he's a backliner. Not that like a backline LR is all that like exciting, but I'm glad that we're getting an LR king for sure. I almost wish they would have done a fat king because I don't think I've ever really used a good fat king. And he can be a decent link sometimes, but the green one is also pretty good because he has two like DPS cards, whereas I'm not sure how to feel yet about the blue one because he has a Petrify on skill 2, or on like second level, and then he has a heal card, but it removes debuffs on level 1. I assume it's going to heal on level 1 now. We'll look at it in just a second. Sorry, I'm kind of like prolonging this, but I don't know. Very, very interesting. His passive has always been ass, like really bad. Like increases fairy allies' basic stats by 8%. That sucks. Like it's pretty terrible. Never really been all that good. So I'm interested. Let's look back at the thing really quick. So the visuals look pretty good. Kind of weird that he's like looking over the pauldron on the armor, but I do think he looks pretty sick. The armor does look really cool. Interested to see it in game, of course. And then the new Camilla is, the banner. It's kind of good. Like, I mean, it's not good. Like, I guess it just depends on who you need. But new Camilla, of course, she's rated up, so she should hopefully be like somewhat easier to get because of the 0.5% rates. Blue Valenti is good for rat, of course. So if you don't have the rat unit, this is, I mean, a decent chance to get her. Would I recommend summoning on this? Probably not, because who knows. But Roxy's good. Halloween Easton's not great anymore, but she's a decent human backliner if you don't have one. Both of the awakened monos are okay. The blue one is more used for like guild wars and stuff nowadays, and so is the blue Shin, so I'll take those. I kind of need them. And then the rest of the banner's not great. They do have I think this is the first time that Red Chandler's returning since his release. I mean, if you missed out on him or something, maybe you get him, but I probably wouldn't hold my breath or like want him necessarily, but it looks like this Camilla does work in the backline. So let me pull Discord over really quickly, and we're just going to look at the Kane translations. So of course, shout out to Kane. He always posts the translations and stuff like that for new characters and stuff when they come out. So Camilla's is very long because she has before and after transformation. So we're just going to try to run through this really quickly and see how it goes. So the passive is Incomplete Emancipation, which is increase specific allies' basic stats by 15% at the start of the ally's turn. Apply buff that increases max HP, crit defense, and resistance. I don't know if that's supposed to be crit defense and crit defense or crit resistance, or if it's actually resistance. I kind of doubt it is. They don't ever mess with resistance anymore. By 25%, and protection for 1 turn to allies with ultimate move gauge lower than 4. So protection is when damaged by an enemy, remove the enemy's ultimate move gauge by 1 for 1 time only. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Her specific allies are unknowns and 7 catastrophes. She does have a relic that's okay. It's not great, but maybe she could be like a decent new backliner. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but increases basic stats by 15%. Obviously, that's not great, like good enough to replace Nanashi, but the max HP, crit defense, and resistance by 25% also is kind of cool, so I'm not going to hate on it yet. Inflict damage by 450% of attack on a single enemy and reduce ultimate move gauge. Spike AoE, and then after she transforms, her passive is at the end of the ally's turn, remove all debuff effects applied to allies for one time only and apply buff that makes allies immune to debuff effects. So that's kind of interesting. Single target that reduces that enemy's ultimate move gauge by 2 and deletes 2 skills. Okay, so she has a delete skill. That's kind of cool. I like delete skills. They're pretty underutilized, I think. And then a sever AoE, and then her ultimate is the same as the other ones. I'll be honest, don't remember what her ultimate is. I guess I can look at that really quickly. Where is Camilla? Right here. Her ultimate is the transforms, and then the transformed version of the ultimate. Oh, it's literally just damage? Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. Okay. It is what it is, I guess. Anyways, LR Blue OG King, which is pretty sick. So, okay, they're basically just redoing an entire passive for this guy, which is awesome. Oh my god, specific allies are fairies and giants? No way. That sounds cool. Okay, increases specific allies' basic stats by 20%, and when the unit is participating in battle, and when the unit is participating in battle, apply debuff that decreases critical resistance by 40% to all enemies for 1 turn. Gotta be a little careful with that. Escanor's still around, and he'll have type advantage on King, and he can't be stat lowered, so that could be a problem. If all enemies on the battlefield are specific allies, ranks up the unit's cards for 1 time only at the start of the battle. Also, if there is an enemy with Petrify effect, increases the specific ally's damage dealing by 50% and decreases damage taken by 40%. Okay. Melee's pretty rampant right now, and unfortunately, Petrify is one of those debuffs where when you use it, it gets rid of all other debuffs on the enemy, and it just keeps the Petrify, so you'll have to make sure you kill Melee before you can even get a Petrify off, or else he's just going to insta-cleanse. So that could suck, but it sounds kind of cool. Anyways, his attack card is going to get Pierce added onto it, and then his heal card is applies buff that increases HP related stats by 20% for 2 turns. I'm assuming that's at level 3, but that, I don't know, that's kind of interesting. I really hope that they messed with the level 1 versions of his cards, because, like, I guess if it's just like a Pierce at level 1 and it still petrifies at level 2, because I mean he ranks up, so it might not be too bad, but I don't know how to feel about that just yet. And then his ultimate is applies buff that increases attack-related stats by 30% to all allies for 2 turns. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. I do like when a unit increases all attack-related stats of all allies. That is really nice. The LR Liz is a good example of that. I want to say his original ultimate is Spike, or I don't think it's Spike. I think it's the other one that nobody ever uses anymore. Yeah, Shatter, which is ignores resistance, which actually isn't terrible. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm not sold yet, but it sounds pretty cool. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm definitely going to be LRing him anyway because I have the coins for it, and I think that he's a cool character, and I like fairies, and he helps with giants, and I'm excited. Here, we'll go ahead. I don't have these on. Well, I can just... Here, let me go exchange them real quick, but I'll go ahead and True Awaken him too, because I have just a ton of fairy stones on me. So yeah, I mean, you know, not the craziest character by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm excited because, one, it's a coin shop unit, so anybody can kind of get him and LR him, which is cool. And then on the other hand, he's just a cool OG character. Like, this guy was in the meta for a pretty good while whenever the game very first came out, and I don't know, maybe it'll be kind of cool to reminisce on that a little bit. So either way, I'm excited. I will see you guys whenever the update comes out. I think I've got another video still ready for this week. Maybe I'll try to mess around some more this weekend, but I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be on yet. And of course, the update comes out on Monday, which means that I probably won't be able to get to it until I get home on Tuesday afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. But either way, forgot he has a Holy Relic too. Increases hero's damage dealt by 80% when attacking debuffed enemies. That Pierce could go kind of hard. We'll see. So either way, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later.